Nice. Thank you very much. As per tradition, you have to either growl with me or whisper with me or both if we do the introduction, when we do the introduction.
Okay.
You ready? Which one will you do? Or are you going to surprise me?
I'll do the growl, I guess.
Right. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Whispers and Growls. That's when you're supposed to growl.
Oh, I say sorry. Okay.
Right, we'll do it one more time.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Whispers and Growls. Oh, that was so brilliant.
Thank you.
I can't even begin to describe what that was. That was like a growl, a roar, a rumble.
I have no idea. I don't know how to describe that.
That was so cool. Were you growling or were you just like going low?
I think I was growling. It was like,
they're going to love that.
I see. I'm glad.
They're going to really love that. All right. Today with me, I have a very, very special guest. This is Andrew Tandoh Adote. Yes, I got the note right, intonations right.
Yeah.
He is an actor, a voice actor, stage actor. Is that all actor, to be fair?
Well, I do some visual arts on the side, which I'm trying to turn into animation, but that's a little on the back burner. I don't really pull it out there like that.
I see. What have you been involved with up until now? Your acting career and everything.
Ooh, well, I think I've spent the better part of the last decade either in rehearsal or on stage. Over the last 4 or 5 years, I've been making more of an effort to transition to screen, do more screen work, etc. And it's been yielding some fruit. I was nominated for a couple of awards this year, which is pretty cool. Actor of the Year for the Emmy Awards, and then for the RIFA Awards, I was nominated for Most Promising Actor. So looks like I'm getting out there.
That's sweet. That's so good to hear. And I mean, I feel extra proud because you're going in.
Like me.
Right. And on the international stage, I don't hear the names of many Ghanaians. I do hear them. It's always a surprise. I'm like, oh, that person's gone in. But so I'm more proud to hear that you're doing bits, as they say, as the young kids say. When you speak, you have a brilliant voice. And it seems like it's almost natural. And I get a lot of comments and DMs and questions asking how to get a deeper voice. Is it possible? Are you able to teach us?
No.
Oh.
But I'm aware that there are certain exercises that you can do. There are tutorials all over YouTube that can help you achieve a deeper voice than what you have. But it does require daily practice, daily discipline and, dedication. It's not something you can do for a week and it sticks. So you will have to put in quite a bit of effort in order to do that. I know of an actress who went through those because she was playing a character that had a deeper voice. And I think she was able to get her voice to 3 to 4 octaves deeper. Because of those vocal exercises. So it is very possible. I don't know how to teach it.
Okay.
But yeah, it's very possible.
Do you think you've naturally gone a deeper voice, or do you already started off at that tone?
I think to some extent, naturally, I do have a deep voice. But to have a deep voice and to deploy that voice in a way that evokes emotion and feelings to some extent, I think comes from my theater background. Because early on I had to learn how to project and not yell. So what it does is it teaches you how to speak from your diaphragm. Okay. So let's say this is me speaking from my throat and this is me speaking from my diaphragm. And it gives your voice, it gives it a more presence and a full-bodied effect when you speak from your diaphragm. And you're able to project, you're able to speak very loudly for a lot of people to hear you without you necessarily losing your voice. We just finished a a theater run of a play called The Gods Are Not to Blame. I played King Odewale, and anyone who's familiar with that play knows Odewale has a temper and he's always yelling at people. And we did 4 shows of that.
Mm-hmm.
The last day we did the first show at 5 and the second show at 8. So we had about 30 minutes to rest.
Damn.
Then we're back on stage. And I did not lose my voice at all because I had mastered speaking from my diaphragm. And so that has also helped.
I see.
Yeah.
That's encouragement to improve my posture. I always like here. I also noticed the quality of my voice is much better when I'm like up here.
Yeah. So I suggest you try doing some theater next year, at some point next year.
Okay. Put that in my skill bucket.
Yeah.
Skill bucket list.
And it helps. And being forced, and I was also forced to sing as well.
Mm-hmm.
So, that also may help a little in projection and vocal intonation. I know the ear likes to be tickled.
Mm-hmm.
If I came here and I just spoke like this in a monotone fashion, I don't think gay people would find me very appealing to listen to. But when there's a bit of melodic, approach to it, and people like to hear that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's so true. That's so true. I do come across a lot of guys who have a deep voice and they think they can just ride on, okay, I have a deep voice. I just be like, no, there's an art to it. You have to, it's like when I live stream, some people just jump on and they like, okay, I can do what you do and I have a deep voice. So it's like, yeah, okay, but there's no art in what you're doing. There's no mystery, there's no play, there's no melody. So yeah, what you're saying is right. Singing might help next year. I mean, singing will help next year. I'm also trying to develop my singing voice, become a master at using my voice.
Yeah, I think your audience will probably triple if you sing and play a guitar and you come on and you're like, I have to play a song for you, and then you go.
Perhaps we'll test it out.
Yeah. Your DMs will be fantastic.
Oh no, I'm overwhelmed. I'm easily overwhelmed.
Oh yeah.
Right. Do you have any favorite voices? You have this default voice. I don't want to call it a default voice. It's already great. Right. Do you have other voices you can play with and other tones?
Yeah, I think so. There was, I think part of my acting training, which I got into without being aware of it, was mimicking voices, and this long before I thought about acting.
Yeah.
There's a movie called The Lion King. Everyone is familiar with that. And there was the opening scene where Scar, the opening scene after the whole song number, it's Scar comes in, and then there's the bird, and then there's Mufasa. And I enjoyed that scene so much, but I kind of memorized it without being aware of it. It's been over a decade since I saw that movie, and I still remember the lines. So
go ahead.
I think Scar is a bit more nasal, a bit more breathy.
Yeah.
So, and then the bird is also nasal, but a bit louder. Then Mufasa is very grounded. The voice comes from way down here. That was James Earl Jones, the late great James Earl Jones. So, scene opens, it goes, life's just not fair, is it? You see, I shall never be king. And you shall never see the light of another day. And you. Didn't your mother ever tell you not to play with your food? What do you want? I'm here to announce the King Mufasa's on his way, so you better have a good excuse for missing the ceremony this morning. Now, look, Zazu, you made me lose my lunch. You'll lose more than that when the king gets through with you. He's as mad as a hippo with a hernia. Ooh, I quiver with fear. Now, Scar, don't look at me that way. Help! Scar. Drop him. Impeccable timing, Your Majesty. Why, if it isn't my big brother descending from on high to mingle with the commoners. Sarabi and I didn't see you at the presentation of Simba. That was today? Oh, I feel simply awful. Must have slipped my mind. Yes, well, as slippery as your mind is, as the king's brother, you should have been first in line. I was first in line, until the little hairball was born. That hairball is my son, and your future king. Oh, I shall have to practice my courtesy. Don't turn your back on me, Scar. Oh no, Mufasa. Perhaps you shouldn't turn your back on me. Is that a challenge? Temper, temper. I wouldn't dream of challenging you. Pity. Why not? Well, as far as brains go, I got the lion's share, but when it comes to brute strength, I'm afraid I'm at the shallow end of the gene pool. There's one in every family, sire. What am I going to do with him? He'd make a very handsome throw rug. Zazu. And just think, whenever he gets dirty, you could take him out and beat him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Wow, yeah, that's okay. You memorized everything, the character switches.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. There are quite a few scenes.
Yeah.
I think when we add music to it, it'll be fun.
Oh, right.
That wasn't even my favorite scene. My favorite scene is when the father spirit appears to his son. You want me to do it?
Yes, please do.
Oh, okay. Well, you're giving me the backing vocals.
I feel like I remember it. Yeah.
We can't play it.
No, I can play it. I'll play it.
Simba, you have forgotten me. No, I haven't. You have forgotten who you are, and so forgotten me. Look inside yourself, Simba. You are more than what you have become. You must take your place in the circle of life. But how can I go back? I'm not who I used to be. Remember who you are. You are my son and the one true king. Remember.
Spectacular. That's my favorite word of the year, too. Spectacular. Wow.
Looking back, Lion King was the movie that turned me into an actor. Anytime people ask me what it was, I always refer to a movie called Amistad. Yeah, Amistad. It was about a runaway slave who was trying to get back to his country, and Anthony Hopkins delivered this monologue, which I can't remember. It's a really long one. But the more I think about it, this movie really got me because I got all the voices and I learned how to even to speak, inflect, pronounce words, etc., and all those things. So I think The Lion King was my first introduction into acting and performing.
How about some other characters that you're fond of that you think you can do their voices of?
Oh, man.
I feel like you do a killer Optimus Prime. I feel like you've already done that. Optimus Prime.
Yeah. I'm kind of known in certain circles for the Optimus Prime thing, but I think I can do it. Why not? With the Allspark gone, we cannot return to our home planet. But fate has yielded its reward. A new world to call home. We live among its people now, hiding in plain sight, but watching over them in secret. Waiting. Protecting. I have seen their capacity for courage. And like us, there is more to them than meets the eye. I am Optimus Prime, and I send this message to all surviving Autobots hiding amongst the stars. We are here. We are waiting.
They're gonna eat this up. That was magnificent.
Thank you.
Wow. Yeah. Damn. Okay, that's like me in what, 20 years? I'm get there.
It doesn't have to take 20 years.
It's just eat properly, have good posture, be in theater for what, 16 years? Yeah.
Going on 18, I guess.
Damn.
Merciful Father, I have squandered my days with plans of many things. This was not among them. But at this moment, I beg only to live the next few moments well. For all we ought to have thought and have not thought, and all we ought to have said and have not said, and all we ought to have done and have not done, I pray thee, God, for forgiveness. Lo, there do I see my father. Lo, there do I see my mother and my sisters and my brothers. Lo, there do I see the line of my people, back to the beginning. Lo, they do call to me. They bid me take my place among them, in the halls of Valhalla, where the brave may live forever.
Brilliant. So the second character, who is he?
So the first prayer was, there were, let's say there was this horde of barbarians that were coming to attack this village, and all that stood between the horde and the villagers were 12 Vikings and a 13th warrior. He wasn't a warrior. He trained and learned how to fight among them, but he found himself as part of this group. And from them, he learned honor, he learned bravery, he learned sacrifice. So as the horde was racing towards them, that's when he said this prayer, because he was getting ready. He was getting his sword and his shield ready, and he said, Merciful Father, I've squandered my days with concerns of many things. And then, there do I see my father, the leader of the Vikings, was now facing the horde. They had come to the border, and they were facing them, and this leader, who was on the verge of death himself, drags himself to the front line, holds his sword, and begins that prayer. Lo, there do I see my father. And as he says it, all the other Vikings begin reciting alongside him. And it's such an epic moment, So as just when the prayer ends, the barbarians come in, and these 12, 13 warriors face off against this horde of barbarians, and somehow they manage to beat them back at great cost. Yeah. So you should watch it, 13th Warrior. It's a classic.
I'll watch it. I will watch it. You speak like this all the time, yes? No,
of course I'm sitting in front of a mic and everything, but I have my default Ghanaian accent,
I'm actually very curious what it's like. Can you do a Ghanaian? Oh, because like when you do the voice, you're also doing I don't know what accent it is. I guess it's your Andrew accent.
Yeah, it's my Andrew. It's from years of consuming foreign content.
Right.
As a kid, because I didn't spend a huge amount of time abroad. Yeah. It was just years and years. And you see how I kind of memorize and pick up things from content. Yeah. So years of doing that, certain things stick with you, because a lot of the words I learned to pronounce through watching a lot of these foreign content. So the accents, it's a British-ish, American-ish accent kind of thing. And I just learned it from the years and years of consuming content and mimicking that content for fun. Yeah. And then it somehow kind of became part. So I've heard that comment before. There was this foreign director who came to me and said, you don't have a Ghanaian accent. I said, and he too wasn't sure what it was, but he said it's not a typical. I've listened to all these other Ghanaians talk. The way you talk is different.
Yeah. It's become unique. It's your own thing.
Yeah.
But then I'm curious. I don't think I've heard. The only time I would hear a good orator speaking like in a Ghanaian accent or language is when he's a pastor, right, or a rapper maybe. I wonder what your voice would sound like saying something that's completely tree. Or are you Ashanti, you Fanti, or Ga?
My father was Ga, my mother is Fanti.
Okay. Do you speak Fanti or tree? Or
I'm more comfortable with Fanti.
Okay. Hey, this is my parents' will. My mother's side of the family is going to grill me. Could you say anything, like a brief introduction, a brief prose, anything you know in Fanti with the voice?
With the voice?
Well, actually, before we get there, because I notice like if I'm using different kinds of voices or speaking to different kinds of people, the voice that I'm speaking with can change. So it's not just the vernacular I have, but also the texture changes based on, like, I wouldn't be able to speak in a Ghanaian accent in a growl, let's say. I could, but I don't think it makes sense. That could be a cognitive bias thing, but I don't know. I'm curious if it's possible. I mean, definitely it's possible to like speak in a Ghanaian language
with the voice.
Yes, and if I don't know how it's going to mix in people's heads. Well, I'm curious.
I don't think it'll be that big of a deal.
Okay.
What do I say now? Now that I'm on the spot, I'm going blank.
Yeah.
I'll just say some random stuff that may not make any sense.
Right.
Yeah, betsne. Here's Nkomo. I Nkomo Numudo. Osanda Yerka. And Sama. Offer. And he just said, my brain back at there. Entertainment. And other voiceovers. A brand here, I mean, it's not hey. Wakone nyimpa wada mejumemu. Na, me just there. Baby awe dun. Undu baby a. Osanda cheza owan. Anyimbe kone nyimpa. Nti ebe bompaya man. Ebe bompaya there. Juma wa shasi. Obaye kesachin. Manara po wadrin ho. Ama yenyi na yehuna yakade yes. Nyamia ebi. I think that's
Amen. Amen. Thank you. I'm not very familiar with Fanti, but sometimes it's almost similar to tree in different aspects. So I grew up in the Ashanti region. I am Fanti technically.
Okay.
That was a prayer. That was like I think you introduced yourself. You said that you were in this.
No, I just said we're talking about we're talking about serious stuff. It's a deep conversation. We're talking about entertainment and voiceovers and things like that. And this young man sitting next to me has a bright future ahead of him, basically. And we hope he's able to achieve everything he wants to achieve. That's basically what I was saying.
Thank you, first of all.
You're welcome.
I think that's a prayer, a blessing. So I know like when we're speaking in a tree or Fanti, there are different intonations and mannerisms that also flow with the voice. And then that's why I was like making a big deal out of it. Like sometimes you speak the language, local language, in your British accent or American accent, and it's almost like people can tell like, okay, you're not from here, right? And it sometimes loses some of its source because it's not the native accent.
Yeah.
That's why I was curious. But as you read it, maybe because I'm also foreign, it sounded very epic, right? And I don't think Ghanaians speak, oh no, I'm about to say something that they'll hate me for. But as in like, I don't think the texture of their voice when it comes to like speaking their language is something that they particularly pay attention to. But then that's everyone speak, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right to some extent.
Yeah.
Because I have been, because of my work as a voiceover artist, also I have been conscious to, even though I speak with my Ghanaian accent, to give it an international appeal.
Mm-hmm.
So in voiceover circles, they call it a general African accent,
Mm-hmm.
so that you won't be able to quite tell where exactly it's from.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's Nigerian or Ghanaian or South African or whatever. It's basically, it's something that can play anywhere. And I've had some works from voiceover works play in Nigeria, for instance, and it's gone over very well. In other African countries, I think Equatorial Guinea, I think I did something for Equatorial Guinea as well.
Mm-hmm.
So I am conscious of that.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people, I get a lot of DMs saying, how can I speak like you or do this like you? And I always tell them that there's a typical Ghanaian way of pronouncing words, which unfortunately makes you sound very local, you know, so it limits your scope. So if you've noticed, when we're saying this, we say this or that tin, this tin, those tins.
We got very sharp consonants.
You know, and I tell them, when they send me their samples, I tell them, you need to change that to this or that or those.
Yes.
And those are the things. And unfortunately, when they want to appeal to a certain socioeconomic class, they need somebody who sounds like he has been to the schools they've been to and traveled to the places they've traveled to. And that is what will resonate with them. So if you want to elevate to that extent, not to look down on where you're from, but if you want to broaden your horizons and break into other markets, you will have to adopt a certain international feel to the way you speak, especially when you're in an official setting with a microphone in front of you, or, you know, things like that.
I see. You've actually said something that, I mean, this is beyond the scope of what we're initially doing, but your experience within the different classes in Ghana, I don't know where you sit. You don't need to necessarily disclose that, but I think I've explored, I've kind of like touched almost all aspects of it. I think that like the really high echelons here that I haven't necessarily touched, but maybe because I don't see it so well, or maybe I've been around it without realizing I've been around them. What has your experience as a performer, as an actor, as someone who's talented, as someone who's skilled and has a voice, how has it been, I guess, playing? This is such a broad question. How has it been like playing across different social classes in Ghana? Like if you go to someone that's really local and you speak in this voice, I don't know, maybe you change your voice. How do people react to you? And when you go to these really upper class places, how do people also react to you?
I think, remember you said something, I think before the cameras were rolling, that depending on where you find yourself, you kind of, your accent and the way you speak changes.
Yeah.
So I don't go to, this may be different for someone who has lived outside Ghana for a long time, etc. But when I find myself in, let's say, a lower socioeconomic setting, my accent the way I speak changes to suit that environment. When I find myself in maybe a party involving the Duke of Edinburgh or something, of course I don't fake a British accent, but my speech becomes a bit more refined because I'm conscious. I'm conscious that I'm speaking with somebody who is of that class.
Yeah, the culture.
And no, this is not like trying to mimic them. It's just a subconscious switch that happens. So I'm more likely to speak as I'm speaking now. Okay. But when I find myself, Charlie, at the, then I'm, it just kind of comes. What are you people doing? Hey.
It even sounds so epic. That's so interesting. Yeah.
So I'm louder. I'm more. I don't say this or that because it's not something that's part of me. But it changes. It becomes more quote unquote local. Yeah. More marketplace kind of. But when it's a setting like this, then, or maybe it's a TV interview. TV interview also, I kind of put on a certain character, let's put it that way.
Yeah.
So that,
that's cool.
yeah.
Give me one more character or personal prose, please.
All right. So this was also fun. It was one of my favorite parts of the Thriller song when the Vincent Price voice comes in and does the scary monologue. So, darkness falls across the land. The midnight hour is close at hand. Creatures crawl in search of blood to terrorize y'all's neighborhood. And whosoever shall be found without the soul of getting down must stand and face the hounds of hell and rot inside a corpse shell.
Right.
Then there's a little interlude. Then he goes, the foulest stench is in the air, the funk of 40,000 years, and grisly ghouls from every tomb are closing in to seal your doom. And though you fight to stay alive, your body starts to shiver. For no mere mortal can resist the evil of the Thriller.
Brilliant. There's something I think. Yeah, thank you. There's I don't know if you're aware. You're definitely aware of it, but it maybe also could be a subconscious thing. Your vocal textures, right?
It's a lot more fun with this though, because I'm able to really fine tune it because I could hear every nuance.
Yeah.
There's
the smooth. I don't even know how to explain this. So like you've got the vocal fry that you play with. I think you also. I don't know if you have a naturally low voice or you have a naturally vocal fry voice, because sometimes if you were to do vocal fry, like consciously do it, what would it sound like?
A conscious vocal fry would probably sound like this.
Right.
I don't know.
So you have a deep voice, but not a deep voice that's a vocal fry. Do you know what I mean?
I don't think so.
Right. So
I have not consciously attempted a vocal fry before, so this is probably my first attempt.
I think you do it when you do the speech without realizing you're doing a vocal fry. So like your texture changes a lot in that monologue, which is amazing. But I'm like, you do it so naturally. I'm not fluid at it yet. You do it so naturally that it's like, are you aware of what you're doing, or you just like following?
I know I have, I tend to have a bit more, I use the word gravelly kind of texture to my voice naturally. Because even this, I don't know if this doesn't sound exactly smooth like yours. Yeah, this still has a bit of roughness to it, which I think that's what comes naturally to me. So I have to make an effort to sound smoother. But even then, the moment I dip below a certain threshold, it goes back into, the vocal fry, as you call it. So for me to sound smoother, I actually have to go a bit higher so that, but the moment I go deeper, it becomes like this.
Whereas I think I'm in the middle, so I have to jump up and then go down. Unless I'm like really relaxed. Yeah, because when there was a line that you went like, I don't know what words you were saying, but that was like, as soon as I was like, yeah, this is skill.
Yeah.
You
have to learn because, like I said, the ear likes to be tickled, and there's color in vocals, and you need to, as you paint a picture for the individual, sometimes it's a bit lighthearted, and sometimes it's intense.
Tense in it.
Yeah.
Tense.
So
say that intense again.
Intense.
What is that?
I have no idea.
There was almost a snarl there too. Intense.
Yeah. It's the natural gravelly nature of my voice lends itself to those things.
I can't even, because I don't think mimicking it will help me. Intense. Because there's
it's because you're not doing it from your diaphragm.
Intense.
I can hear it from here. It comes from here. The diaphragm.
The diaphragm.
No, you can't practice speaking from your diaphragm in the microphone. You have to go outside and literally learn how to project. And then even when you're talking naturally like this, you can switch. But when you do it, I can easily catch it that it's coming from here and not from here.
I see.
Yeah, just by hearing you.
Well, it's like, I think I've gone so adept at hearing what different parts of a person's throat things are coming from that someone's going to tease me for that line. So that
every time I had to resist the temptation.
That's going in. So like sometimes someone will speak to me and we're like, you're not doing this, you're doing this with your tongue. And it's like, it's so cool how you can have that understanding by hearing someone else do something. It's like you're able to say, okay, that's not from your diaphragm. And I'm able to say, okay, that growl is from like the back of your throat. It's not from the top of your tongue or da-da-da. It's like, oh, it's so cool too.
But doing it yourself, it requires a bit more, even though you can hear it.
Yeah.
Doing it is a different matter.
Yeah.
So you can do what I'm doing. It's just that it has to come from here. No, not here. You have to practice.
I'll next year, put that in the skill basket.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right. Help us close off. Give us something that's lovely.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's see.
What do you want to back and track without making it too gushy?
Oh, no. I mean, this is First Room, you know. First Room is the home of romance.
No, it's not. I did like one video of like something that was romantic.
Yeah. And it went viral, didn't it? So it's become your brand. Just for teaching purposes. These are words, and you need to breathe life into the words. Like we said earlier, having a deep voice or a nice voice has nothing to do with performing. You need to learn to perform words. You need to learn to recite words in a way that provoke emotion. And these involve, sometimes you go high, sometimes you go low, sometimes you pause, sometimes you whisper, sometimes you whimper as you deliver the lines. So if you're trying to get into voiceovers and things like that, I can easily sit and say, heart beats fast, colors and promises. How can I be brave? How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. You can do that. Or you can do what I'm about to do. Hit it, Mr. DJ. Heart beats fast. Colors and promises. How to be brave. How can I love when I'm afraid to fall? But watching you stand alone, all of my doubt suddenly goes away somehow. One step closer. I have died every day waiting for you. Darling, don't be afraid. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more.
I'm doing that in black and white. I'll do faded. They'll zoom in closer and closer to you. Oh, that was spectacular. Brilliant. I want to keep it playing. This. Okay. Thank you so much. Anything more? Or is it good
man, I can't think of a better closer than that.
That was brilliant. Yeah. That was brilliant. That was I think this might be. No, I can't say it because someone will come and fight me. Thank you so much. This has been really, really fun.
Yeah. It's been a pleasure. I've been looking forward to meeting you and collaborating with you. So
I'm honored.
The honor is mine. Hopefully, your next event I'll be able to attend.
Yes, it won't be in the busy December period. Again, I'll come something specifically for Ghanaians.
Yeah,
not for the diaspora. I can't compete. The traffic.
Yeah, I know.
No.
It's terrible this time of year.
Right.
So, in a typical fashion, this has been, let me use the radio voice.
Go ahead.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Andrew Tandoh Adote reporting from the first room. See you next time.